Hi everyone, Kevin Muldoon here. In this video what I'd like to do is review another case for the Google Nexus 6P. This case is from a company called Moko. M-O-K-O, and you can see that I've got the indigo version. Now the full title for this case, the full name of it is the Moko Anti-Drop Hard Polycarbonate plus Silicone Protector Bumper Cover for Google Nexus 6P. It is a bit of a mouthful. The company were very kind enough to send me this for reviewing for you all, so please check them out at mokodirect.com. They've got cases for other phones and chargers and whatnot. Now, if you checked out my previous video, you will see that I've been using the Spigen rugged armour case. Now, I've been pleased with this so far. This case is, if I get it out, it's kind of like a flexible rubbery type case, you know, and in my opinion it's quite good. But I'm looking forward to trying something different. This is more aligned to what I had before with my HTC M8, where you've got the silicone kind of rubbery case with the hard plastic outside to protect against knocks. So without further ado, let's check this bad boy out. You can see the first thing you'll see here is it has very minimal packaging, which I'm all for. You know, the Spigen case came with a nice kind of plastic box and all that, but you're going to throw them away anyway, so kind of pointless. Okay, so you can see here, and you can see that I'm doing this video a couple of hours before the new year. Look at that's dedication. Okay, so the case, there's two parts. This was the same as a lot of different cases in the market that use this kind of system of using the flexible silicone casing on the inside and then a hard polycarbonate shell on the outside. And you can see there that's pretty hard. I mean, in comparison to the Spigen, you know, that's, oh, it's quite flexible. But this, I'm not sure if it's coming across, but it's solid. I've not want to snap it or break it, but it is quite a solid bit of plastic. Now you can see at the side, if it focuses, it's got the Moko logo at the side. It's kind of like a hard, it's a good texture on it. It's obviously used for providing a good grip. And you've got the power button, the volume rocker, and you've got the fingerprint sensor hole there. Now, obviously this only goes up to kind of the middle of the phone. At the top you have the cutout for the camera, and you've got the space for the USB charger at the bottom. So this doesn't actually affect the USB charger or the camera. Now, I'll put this into the silicone gel first. That seems about right. Okay, and now what I just need to do is clip this on. If I get any sense, we'll do it correctly. So I think the best way is to put it on with the buttons here. There we go. So that's it on, and there's a few things we need to test. First is fingerprint sensor. Perfect, absolutely zero problems. You can see here I'm pushing it open, pushing my finger on the fingerprint sensor, and you know the cutout's big enough, and the cutout is big enough for the camera and all that as well. You won't have any problems. Big enough space for the volume rocker, and I suppose the last test I really need to check. And yeah, absolutely no problem with the USB cable either. So everything is good in that respect as far as connectivity. So I mean, in comparison to the other case I had on, you know, I've been using the Spigen rugged armour case for a few weeks now, so I do have experience with it. And right away, you know, I can tell this case is bigger. I'm going to be using this for a few days. I want to get used to it to see what it's like, and hopefully after I do a few more cases, a few more reviews of cases, what I'd like to do is do a kind of comparison of them all once I've used them all for a little while. But the first thing that is quite apparent to me is that this case is bigger. It's a little bit more bulkier in the hand, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It feels safer. It feels like if there's a drop, the phone is going to be, you know, it's going to be safer, because this That's solid, absolutely solid. As far as the design, I guess it's subjective. I think it's quite nice. I do realise that I have taken what is a very sexy phone naked and made it look like a big cheap plastic thing. But that's the price you pay if you want to protect your phone. And it's probably not apparent on here, but it does add a lot more depth width to the phone in comparison to the rugged armour. Now, I'll just take this off just now. I'll try and show you the two cases side by side, just to give you a kind of comparison to what other cases in the market. Now you can see them side by side. The Moko is a lot thicker because of this polycarbonate shell. This inside silicone gel inside here is very flimsy, so I guess at the top and the bottom of your phone, the Spigen rugged armour this case is going to give you more protection right at the top and right at the bottom. But in the centre of the case, there's no doubt this is going to protect your phone a lot better than this one, because this is, it's a bendy case, it's not as tough, and this one is absolutely solid in the middle. But the price you pay is that you're going to get a bigger phone in your pocket. So I'll just quickly put it back in just now. One last thing I want to check is just the power buttons and the volume buttons. Just make sure everything's okay there. And so it's essentially on. So see, that's not on right. I've not put this on right. You can see here that the buttons aren't sitting as flush as they should be there. So I'd say from using, my first impressions are that pushing the button is for the power. I mean, it does work. I think it's a little bit more responsive in this one, which I guess you're going to get because it's a smaller case. No, I mean, the buttons do work, but I do feel in this case the buttons are a little bit more responsive. It's perhaps just the way I've lined it up here, I'm not sure. But I think in general, when you've got a case that's bigger, generally I think the cases that are smaller and more of a snug fit, the buttons seem a wee bit more responsive. I'll just double check that though, because I've maybe just not clipped it in as well as I could have. So here we go. So power. You can hear that clicking sound. And if I unlock it, you can see it volume up. I think the buttons are fine. I think, yeah, they are fine. So I'll just do a quick comparison with the Spigen. I do hope in a future video I'll do a better comparison because I'll have more cases to compare it to, but I think it is good just now just to show you what it's like on another phone. So in this one, you can see the buttons they're quieter. The other one, it's more of a click. And this one, it's silent. You can hear it clicking a little bit. So hopefully that's coming through in the video. I think the buttons are a little bit clickier, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. It's just a thing. So I'll get this back in the case just now, just to give you a final look at it. So again, just to remind you all, no, I've not clipped this on right. I'm being lazy with this clipping on. That's why. So I think you're best getting the silicone on first and then clipping it on there. That seems a good fit there. You can see there. Yeah, it's definitely more clicky. I'm getting more of a clicky vibe here. And when it's on, clicky, which, to To be honest, I'm more used to the silent one, but I don't know, I'm sure I'll get used to it. The case is thicker, without a doubt. I think it does raise it above the screen a little bit more than the other one. Tiny bit, not by much. I don't think it's hard to tell, but no, I think it does raise. The case is raised it a little bit more than the other one. You know, when you've got the phone's flat on a surface. But this is solid. That's the big selling point about this. So just to remind you all, this is the Moko anti-drop hard polycarbonate and silicone protector bumper cover for Google Nexus 6P. You can buy it from Amazon, and you'll see a better description of it at mokodirect.com. I'll place all this information down in the description area. If you get any questions, please do let me know. And my hope is that I'll do some more case reviews for the Google Nexus 6P, and then if I've got time, what I'll do is I'll do a summary with all the cases that I've got and give you my opinion after using each one for like a couple of days or a week at each time. But I hope those of you who have been looking at this case will find it useful. My overall opinion of it, like first impressions are, it's quite good. You know, it is a bigger phone, a bigger case for your phone. It will make the overall size of your phone bigger. But if you want added protection, I do think that this will give you much better protection than something like the Spigen, simply because of this hard polycarbonate shell that's on the back of it. I'm not sure. Some of you might prefer the all black look, but I think it's okay. You know, add a little bit of colour to your Nexus. Uglify it, I suppose. If you're really not into big cases, you won't like this kind of case, but I think it's okay. So I'm going to use this for a week, and then I'll give you all my thoughts about this later on in a summary. But I hope you've all enjoyed the video, and again, if you've got any questions, please do leave a comment below, and I'll do my utmost to answer them below in the comment area. And if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider subscribing to my channel or clicking the like button. Thanks again, guys. Till next time, take care.